the first one I didn't breastfeed. I didn't read up enough, so I didn't know how to breastfeed her, and she was very impatient. So I couldn't get her to latch on. So no, I'll give you the bottles, they're easier. So then, but the second one on, I was very determined. I said I must breastfeed this fella. So it was tough lah. Then I really needed that 2 months to learn how to do a proper breastfeeding.
So at that point in time, I believe that during that period of time, breastfeeding wasn't as like a thing that mothers really want to do, like at these days, right? These days, everybody breastfeeding is like the thing to do.
Yeah.
That time it wasn't. In fact, if you were very insistent, sometimes you might have been frowned upon.
Yeah, right? That's right.
So how would I just want to touch a little bit on that, because that would be an interesting experience to share. Then how did you overcome it, and then who did you ask for advice as well?
Then I started to read up a lot. I really went to borrow books and then all that. Then at that time, I think 1998, internet was coming in. So then I made use of the internet to really do a lot of research and then read up, and then so that's how I actually learned all about breastfeeding. There's a lot of pain the first 1-2 months, because you don't have much first-hand experience, and then people don't promote it. Even the hospital, they don't have breastfeeding class at that time also. It's like now, once you are a new mom,
and the nurses may not have the knowledge, right?
Yeah, that time, yes. They don't even bother to ask you. They just give the child formula milk.
Yes.
Back then. And then when they give you the baby, they will give you that bottle and say you can feed your baby this formula milk. Instead of saying you want to try breastfeeding. Very unlike the later birth, they actually ask you want to go for breastfeeding class, and then they actually have nurses visiting you and teaching you how to hold the baby and breastfeed.
Right. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you do it, because even at that point, so you were researching after the baby was born.
Yes.
How to be in time, right? Like
it was not in time, so it's like on the job kind of training.
Yeah.
So I actually had cracked nipple. It was very painful. Then later on, I also was engorged also. Then like, how I engorged, then what to do to find relief and all that.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so it's like again back to find books and all that. Yeah. Then they say put lettuce leaf can help. It doesn't help. I said, no, that's not true. I have to go stupid with the lettuce leaf.
Your husband must be like,
what are you doing with the lettuce leaf? Yeah.
Was your mom supportive also? Because she would have been the one also helping you, right?
Yeah.
Post birth.
I don't think, because she's also a formula mom. So for my mom, it's like she always wondered, do you have enough milk or not? If baby cry when you're trying to feed, she'll say like, is it not enough milk? Want to give her some formula, top up. She's still so skinny, and then some more it doesn't help. My number 2 is so tiny, right?
Yes.
So but I was very insistent.
Yes.
Yeah. So
very good. Yeah. Oh my God, I really take my hats off you. It's really championing it all by yourself, really.
Yes, and I see the difference, because the eldest one, right, after the 3rd month, she actually falls sick already. So every other 1.5 months, you have to bring her to the GP to see the doctor. Whereas for my second one, because I breastfed her, so she didn't really have to go and see a doctor. So it's like, even when all the way up to about 2 years old, so when I stopped breastfeeding, it gave her after 1.5 years. Because then back then I was
number 3.
Number 3 is coming. So whenever I breastfeed, I can feel my uterus sort of like contracting. So I was not comfortable about it. So I said, okay, I will stop breastfeeding.
Right.
She went on to formula. So that breastfeeding also, like, the immunity sort of tahan her for another 3 months. So after that, then 2 years on, then she will like once in a while have runny nose.
Yeah, which is common lah.
Yeah. It's common. But the thing is, earlier age, she didn't get it when she was still young.
So then was it?
Yeah.
Did you experience the same phenomenon for the same experience for number 3, number 4?
Yeah.
Number 5 also the same.
4, 5,
the period of time when you were breastfeeding, then they were pretty. The immunity was pretty good.
Correct.
Right.
they didn't have to go to the GP very often.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about for postpartum recovery, really. And I guess these days it's even more stressful for women because the breastfeeding wave is like very stressful now. I feel for
now,
mothers.
the society
like when you don't, it becomes, or you can't, it becomes like naturally mom will kind of put a blame on herself. Because like breastfeeding is the best, right? Then when you can't give your best, you second guess yourself.
Like why is it I'm not able to do something that is supposed to be
natural. Should be auto, right? So but the reality is the world is so different today. The stresses that moms get hit is so different from when we were in tribal days. So certain things may not be natural anymore.
True.